What is going on, everyone? I am back here with another video for you guys today, and today I'm going to be showing you guys how to install 8 gigabytes DDR3 memory into your late 2011 13-inch MacBook Pro. So what you're going to need for this video is a Phillips head screwdriver, a fairly small one at that, so that there. And then you're, of course, going to need your 8 gigabytes of memory that you're going to be installing. And, of course, the MacBook Pro itself. So, now, the MacBook Pros that are supported by this memory upgrade are the early to late 2011 MacBook Pros, early to late 2012 MacBook Pros, as well as the 2013 MacBook Pros as well. Now, it has to be the MacBook Pro that has the removable bottom cover. It cannot be the one that is the Retina display. If you happen to have the Retina display MacBook Pro, this upgrade will not be supported because you cannot take off the bottom cover of the computer. So it really only works on the MacBooks with the actual DVD super drive in the side. So keep that in mind before you actually purchase the memory. Now, this particular MacBook Pro currently has 4 gigabytes of memory installed, and that's just not enough for me, so that's why I'm upgrading it to 8 gigabytes. Now, the maximum gigabytes that the MacBook Pro just overall can read is the 8 gigabyte. The highest is 8 gigs. Now, some people do say that it can support up to 16 gigabytes, but I have not personally tried that. So for those of you that would like to try that, you can go ahead and do so, at your own risk, of course, because there is a chance it might not work. But anyway, with all of that aside, let's go ahead and get started. So let me go ahead and remove this right here. So what you're going to need to do first is remove all of the screws on the bottom of your MacBook Pro, which I've currently already done that to make this video faster and just easier. So once you've removed all of the screws on the bottom panel, what you need to do is just lift up with both hands, of course, and lift up like so, and take the bottom cover off. And once you do that, you'll see the complete inner components of the MacBook itself. So as you can see over here, we have the super drive, hard drive, the battery, fan, the motherboard, as well as the 4 gigabytes of memory right here. So let's go ahead and get started. What you need to do to remove the current memory is with 2 thumbs. There's 2 little brackets here on the side. There's one here and one here. What you want to do is push those to the side, and then the first component of memory will be popped up. So we'll go ahead and carefully remove that, and there is our first 2 gigabytes of memory. Let's go ahead and set that off to the side. Now, do the same thing for the second component of memory. 2 thumbs, push to the side, the memory will lift up, and you gotta kind of pry it out of there. You might need to use the screwdriver. So go ahead and pull it back a little bit. Be careful not to damage anything in the computer. Okay, let's see if I can pop this up out of here. Give me 1 second. Okay. And there we are. So be careful with that. Okay, there is the second component of the memory, the second portion of 2 gigabytes. So now that you have that memory removed, you want to go ahead and get your new memory and place it in just like the old memory was. So as you can see here, you want to make sure the labeled side is facing upward. If you do it upside down, it just won't fit. So let's go ahead and do that now. Let's go ahead and get it into place. It's kind of tricky to get the bottom portion of the memory in because it's kind of in an awkward position. So let's go ahead and push that in. Make sure it's in place. Okay, now let's press down. There we are. So it's clicked into place. Now we want to do the same thing with the second portion. Just place it right back in where you took the top one out. Make sure the connectors are connecting to the motherboard. This one's being a little bit tricky again. Let's go ahead and see here. I don't want to mess this up. Okay, there we go. So now that you have the top one in, press it down until it clicks. And there you go. You've basically upgraded your MacBook Pro to 8 gigabytes of DDR3 memory. So that's basically it. From now, all you have to do is put the new cover back on, or excuse me, not the new cover, but just put the bottom cover on. Let's go ahead and put that back on here real quick. Like so. I'm not going to screw the screws in. I'll do that off camera. But, yeah, put the bottom cover on, and now we should go... Ooh, it's kind of out of focus there. Okay, now we should go and test the computer to see if the MacBook actually reads the memory. So, I will see you guys on a screen recording, showing you guys if it works or not. So, I will be back. Alright, I am back here on the screen recording, and the computer booted up just fine, as you could tell, because I'm on the screen recording currently. I haven't actually checked the memory yet, so let's go ahead and go to the Apple logo and click About This Mac. And sure enough, there we go. It says 8 gigabytes, 1333 megahertz, DDR3 memory has been installed. So the memory upgrade process has been successful, which is good. And then you guys can't particularly see it up here on the status bar, but I have this application running called Free Memory, as you can see here. And what it does is it'll show you the amount of memory that is being used, as well as the amount of memory that is free. So on the status bar, currently it says there is 5.83 gigabytes of memory that is free, that is not being used. Now if I click on it and go to usage details, over here you can see the exact amount that I just said. On the total is 8, and then used is 2.17. So, and then it gives you the other amounts that's being used, like inactive, active, and wired. So that's pretty cool. Now another useful thing about this app, on a side note, while I'm in this menu, is that you can hit this option here called Free Memory, and it'll actually free up your computer's RAM, depending on how much memory's been used. So basically it's cleaning out random data that is being used up on the RAM disk or RAM chip, which is very nice. But anyway, that's basically it. The upgrade process was successful. I hope the upgrade process was successful on your guys' end as well. So yeah, hope you guys thought this video was helpful. Got tongue-tied. Make sure to hit the subscribe button. Also, make sure to hit the like button as well. That also helps out my channel quite a lot and helps me bring you guys more content and everything like that. Also, if you have any comments or questions, I'll leave those in the comment section below, and I will get back to your guys' comments as soon as I can. So, yeah, that's basically it. Once again, hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see you guys in the next one. Peace out.